My name is Minister Terry Scott, and I want to talk to you about when God says go. Go is one of the smallest of words with the biggest of meaning. Some say it may be one of God's favorite words because when He says go, rest assured you are about to go on a meaningful and spiritual journey. Sometimes life is calm, secure, peaceful. Nothing scary, each day much like the one before. That's usually when God shows up and says, go. Sometimes God calls dramatically. Sometimes in the stillness and whisper so soft we won't hear if we aren't listening. Sometimes through His word, sometimes through a friend, sometimes through life events. However He speaks, God calls to us all. We are called for different roles in different ways at different points in our lives. One season holds one purpose, the next holds another. We are God's people, His instruments, and He wants to use us. As Romans 8 verse 28 puts it, we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose. According to His purpose, God has plans for each of us. He has work for us to do, work He prepared a long time ago, work He has equipped us to accomplish. For we are God's handiwork, created in Christ Jesus to do good works, works which God prepared in advance for us to do. Ephesians 2 verse 10. Our God is always calling His people to go, to move, to give, to grow. Moses, Abigail, Mary, Jeremiah, God called them all to fulfill His purposes just as He calls us today. Our Bible heroes responded much as we do, with a jumbled up inner storm of excitement and fear, insecurity and hope. Like us, they face doubt, regret, weakness. Their stories and struggles can help us face our own. The question isn't, is God calling? Because God is always calling, always urging us onward, giving us purpose, encouraging us to grow. The question is, will we answer His call? Maybe it's time to go somewhere new, someplace we've never been, a geological place, a spiritual place, a relational place. Time to go deeper in Bible study or intimacy. Time to go higher in prayer. Time to give. Time to use talents and opportunities God has given us. Or maybe it's time to grow right where we are, to dig into the Word, dive into our heart, and become the person God is calling us to be. When God says go, we face a choice. We will swallow hard and step up saying, here I am, send me, Isaiah 6 verse 8. Or we will sit back and stay safe, stammering, but Lord. Whether we're ready or not, God is calling to us all to go somewhere new in our walk with Him. So what are we waiting on? Let's answer His call. Let's go for it. When God says go, it doesn't always mean all of our questions will be answered. God then is intentional in giving His children the opportunity to exercise their faith. Without faith, it is impossible to please God. Hebrews 11 verse 6. I want to encourage you that when God says go, continue to look to Him for everything. Remember, God only has the best plans for His children. Don't be afraid to take that next step. God is already there. Now I leave you with this when God says go. When God says go, know that it means go, godly obedience. Go, godly ordained. Go, godly orchestrated. And go, God only. There is no calling by God that does not involve going. But He will never say go and not know where you're going. And He will never send you and not go with you. Thank you, and God bless you.